back to another episode of our career series that we're doing over here on YouTube. Today we are building a home for a civil designer, which I believe came with the Eco Lifestyle Pack. I have actually not played through this career before. I have definitely not made the most of that pack anyway, the Eco Lifestyle Pack. I love the build items, but the gameplay I'm so clueless on. But civil designer, and out the front of this house we've done a junkyard. So the actual junkyard itself is obviously not usable, but I just thought it was a great way to incorporate some of the items that I wanted to use, like these cars here, more of the industrial looking pieces, and still kind of fit into the storyline and the narrative. So yeah, we've done a junkyard out the front. The house is made up of shipping containers. So we have 3 separate shipping containers that I've built. And then they are all linked by a big patio out the front, and then obviously stairs leading up to the top one. But this was super fun to build, completely out of my comfort zone, to be honest. I have never built anything like this before. I think I have done a shipping container home on Twitch. Yes, I did for Sisterville. We did a cat lovers home, part of Sisterville on Twitch. It was a series of 3 identical sisters with 3 different personalities. One of them was a cat lover, and she was living in a trailer. So yeah, I have done one before, but the junkyard concept, completely new to me, and I enjoyed pulling out items from debug and trying to make it look a little bit more industrial. I thought that was really fun. Before I actually talk you through the build, I do want to address the crazy lighting on my lot right now. It's going to change in a couple of seconds to normal lighting. It will get fixed, but basically, this is a tip for anybody who uses reshade. If you are using a reshade, I'm using Kindle Dove, and it is in a different version to the reshade application or software that you've downloaded, it will create a shadow on your lot. Like you see here, you see it's a dark green grass, and then outside of my lot is a bright green. And that can only be fixed if you are using the same version for your application and for your actual reshade. So Reese actually helped me troubleshoot this on Twitter, so thank you so much. I was so confused. It was like this for weeks, and I could not figure out why. And it was disappearing when I removed my reshade from my game, as in it was being fixed, but I really can't build without reshade. I don't know how I did it for so long. I feel like I'm fairly new to reshade. Maybe I've had it for 2 months or something. See here, it's fixed now, and the lighting is so much better. But now I can't build without it. I need my reshade. So you can just see what a huge difference that has made just by that fix that I told you about. And now my lot seamlessly blends with the lighting in the world around it. Okay, back to the build. So we are working on our junkyard out the front here. I've used the fencing from, I think that's Get to Work because it's from the prison. And I put the random parts from debug in there. We have 2 car parts. We have random boxes, lots of things from Batu. Batu is great for things like this and random bits and bobs. And then out the front, we have a little fire pit and some camping chairs. I feel like the sim that lives here very much enjoys outdoor time, and maybe they like having friends over, so there's a barbecue there as well, and they just host outside. Really casual. Not much decor or clutter, but yeah, it feels a little thrown together, which I quite liked. And then there is a few planters as well. I wasn't quite sure whether we wanted to make them a gardener of a sort, but being a civil designer, I feel like they would be into sustainability. So I gave them some outdoor planters, vertical planters as well, if that was something that you wanted to pursue. Of course, all of these builds you can download from the gallery, and you can edit them and delete items to fit whatever sim or storyline that you're working on. So this will be on the gallery by the time this video is up. My gallery is hiemmanicole, and this will just be called Civil Designer Junkyard Home. Okay, so we're moving on to the inside. We obviously have 3 shipping containers, and I've divided them into the kind of living space, which is kitchen, dining, lounge, the office, and then above the office is the shipping container for the bedroom. So yeah, 3 different spaces. We're obviously working on the living space now. Wanted it to be a mix of industrial and colorful, so I imagined that they like to recycle and upcycle a lot of items. Maybe they find some gems on Etsy or eBay, or not Etsy, I meant to say eBay, or Facebook Marketplace, and they upcycle them, give them a new fresh coat of paint, pops of color. And that was just the vibe that I went for the interior design. Love those chairs, the ones I've done for the dining table, but I always use them in the first swatch, which is the gray, and then I think it's a brown leather seat. And I had no idea that we had colorful swatches for them. But I thought the 4 different colors looked really nice. And then we have that, I feel like it's eco lifestyle, but like honeycomb artwork on the walls on the left with pops of color. Whatever pack that is from, this felt like the perfect build for that. Never used it before, but if I hadn't have used it in this build, that would have been a big shame. It fits really well with the chairs and the vibe that I wanted to go for with pops of color. So we have the kitchen, dining in the middle, and then a little lounge on the opposite side. And then just against this back wall, I've done a cork board, some aprons. I wasn't sure if they were much of a cook, but it's a decent sized kitchen. Actually, it's a really nice kitchen. So again, you can edit that and customize it depending on whatever sim you want to move in here in the different storyline. I've given them a little coffee bar here below the window. Definitely think they like their coffee, tea or coffee. And this bin trick. Okay. I don't know if you saw that, but I was watching a stream from TallyXO on Twitch, also YouTube and TikTok, and Tally thought of this genius trick to take the tall black bin, which I believe is base game, the normal swatch or the first swatch is gray, and you put a smaller bin inside to make it look like there's a bag inside. Because that black bin just looks so weird that it's just open and hollow and there's nothing in it and there's no bag in it and it just doesn't look realistic. But having the bin within the bin just gives it some depth and it does look like there's a bin bag in there. So thank you, Tally. That's a great tip for all of your builds. Now we're going and cluttering up the space. I didn't want to do too much clutter. The kitchen is usable, but I just added a few random things. I loved that colorful bread bin. I use that bread bin in every single build. Every single build. 3 items you can guarantee are in all of my builds. The tea, I think it's from Eco Lifestyle. That one there with the colorful tea bags. The tea thing, the bread bin, and that kitchen roll holder. Those 3 items in every single build of mine. Okay, that shelf there, just on the right side from Batu, gorgeous. Never used that before, but perfect for this build. But also, I think I'm going to start using it in other builds because I just love how industrial it looks. And there are some really good swatches. And then we're adding a few plants, not too many plants, just a little bit of greenery. Definitely not that plant. Hate that plant. I struggle so much with normal Maxis plants, not custom content. Isn't it weird that we got a Blooming Rooms kit, so a plant kit, specifically for plants, and I'm still so unsatisfied with the plants? We need another one. We need a Blooming Rooms revamped. Okay, so now we are moving into the other shipping container. So this is, the downstairs one is the office one. On the left side, that room is specifically for the office, and then on the right side, that is the bathroom. And then in the middle, it's just a hallway. And then upstairs from this one is the bedroom. So this is the office. This is obviously where a civil designer spends most of their days working when not working in the junkyard. And I had no idea what to do in the office. I've done a bookshelf, and then on the opposite side, tucked away behind that half wall, I wanted to have it as like storage space for some of their equipment, but more of the ugly equipment, which is why it's hidden by a half wall. So the bookshelf is nice and presentable and there's some water on there. But then on the left side, I'm about to put, there you go, another book. Well, it's not really a bookshelf. It's a storage unit with ugly stuff. So that's why it's covered by the half wall. Okay, a few other bits of detail, some clutter. Again, tried to incorporate some pops of color into the space. We've done gray bricks throughout the entire build for the industrial. Oh wait, shoot, that doesn't make sense. Wait, would you have gray bricks inside a shipping container? That is definitely not realistic. You would probably just have the shipping container texture inside. Oops. Oh well, it's Sims. You can get away with it in The Sims. Feel free to change that for the realism. But yeah, we've done gray regardless inside, and then pops of blue in this shipping container, which I think is nice for feature wall blue, and then the flooring in the bathroom is blue. This is the only bathroom that we have in the lot, in the home. So it's quite big. There's a shower and a large counter space, toilet. I have made this home for a single sim. I said in my last video, I think it was the florist's home, that I feel like I was the only one who does single sim households. And then so many of you were commenting saying that you also do single sim households, which makes me feel, I don't know, made me feel better, because I maybe it's from watching YouTube and Twitch. I feel like I got the impression that a lot of people actually played with bigger households and lots of babies and kids and relationships, and I just felt like the odd one out. But it was really reassuring to hear that actually there's a lot of us that just get too stressed and too overwhelmed by anything more than one sim. So I'm happy with that. And here you go. Here's another single sim household. We will do more family homes though in the future. I'll do that. No, actually, I've already recorded my next career build, and it is another single sim. But for the one after, we'll do a family home. Okay, so upstairs bedroom, pops of color, orange and blue, I think is the pop of color up here. And then I've done a walk-in wardrobe upstairs. We could have used that as a bathroom, but there's already a bathroom downstairs, so I didn't think that made sense. But we've done a nice big wardrobe and a TV upstairs. I'm loving the TVs in the bedroom. A little bookshelf here for maybe some quiet reading to get away from, maybe the sim hides up here when the junkyard is getting busy. And yeah, just some other random bits of clutter. It's not overly cluttered, this build. It feels, there's a lot of color, but it's not, the surfaces are not overly cluttered, which I think is a little bit different to the rest of my other builds. I like to go in on the clutter, but I thought I would leave the surfaces kind of free and empty if you wanted to place things on there. These windows are so beautiful, and I have never used them before, but I discovered in this build that you can kind of, using alt placement and bb.move objects, place things on the ledge without the lighting going weird, which I think looks so nice. So I'm definitely going to be using these windows more. I could have gone crazy with the clutter on those ledges, but I left it fairly simple with the plant. But yeah, that's all we've done for upstairs, still with the TV, some lights, a little bit of clutter, plants. I love the orange. Okay, no, not there. I deleted the blue chair. It's now just an orange color palette up here. And then we finish upstairs with a treadmill, which I'm about to put in a second. I thought maybe to pass time, your sim here likes to work out, keep their fitness up. And yeah, that's just some finishing touches. We are coming up to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that speed build. I'm loving the format of videos that we're doing here on the channel with the gameplay from Disney Princess and then the speed builds for our career series. If you have any suggestions of different types of career builds you want to see, or any other type of videos you want to see, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But if not, I will see you all in my next video. That's the Disney Princess next week. And I hope you all have a really good weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.